DZ Guns here. This is part 2 of the DP series, and this here is a DPM. It's a modernized DP28 or DP27 over in Europe. We're going to shoot this gun today. I'm also going to go ahead and field strip this and show you the differences. There's 3 or 4 differences between the DP28, the DPM, and the upgrades that the Russians did. Now we're going to field strip the DPM so we can get into those differences. First off, make sure gun is clear, and just like on the DP28, got the release lever here, unthread out. These are a little shorter on the DPM. DP28s were a little longer. They have moved the recoil spring to the rear of the receiver, so you got to push in a spring-loaded button here and grab onto this. It's under spring tension. Here's your recoil spring, and same as the other one, a little tight, really tight fit on this. So on the tang, metal tang here, you can tap down, remove your lower, and of course this is another modernization. As you can tell, it's got a normal pistol grip and more of a traditional modern safety here. That's safe. Prevents your sear release from coming all the way down. Pull back charging handle. And very similar to the DP, but slightly different. Got your op rod, your bolt. Now here's another difference. You can tell the firing pin has the long protrusion here, which is what your recoil spring will ride on in the rear, and it will provide the forward energy needed. But other than that, the bolt, the front part of the firing pin, and your locking flaps basically are all the same. Your quick release barrel button is also the same. And then one other minor difference, the bipod on the DP28, if you recall, was basically clamped around your cooling jacket, whereas on the DPM, they have actually mounted the bipod, the support structure, across the top, and the bipod legs come down so it's supported from the top of the barrel jacket, and it provided a little bit more stability, a little bit more robust nature. Okay, I've laid out the basic internals of both the DP28 and the DPM. So here you can see longer lever, takedown lever on the DPM, no pistol grip, and the old style safety here. And here is your op rod, bolt. Basically, it was just the firing pin attached to the op rod here. And here's your recoil spring here, held captive. And the problem with this was located directly beneath the barrel, literally right beneath it. So it would, of course, in times of heavy firing, it would get extremely hot. And what it would do is temper this spring, eventually weaken it, eventually break, which is not what you want during battle. So to alleviate that, is this setup here on the DPM. Very similar op rod, slightly different design. They no longer have to hold that spring captive up there, so it's a slightly different design on the where it meets up with the gas system. And as you can see, as we mentioned earlier, they moved the recoil spring to the rear of the receiver, away from the hot barrel. All of this basically works the same, and this sticks out over the rear of the lower, your buttstock. So just like the DP28, pull back on the charging handle. Back. If you had it on safe, back. Well, that does it for video number 2, DP series. So stay tuned. The third video, we will go into the RP46 belt-fed version. Enjoy.